to be honest, don't think I've had beer from this beer company before. So, it's a great thing. And it's a stout. I haven't done many stouts this winter season when I think about it. I've done a few, but I really haven't seen many new ones per se. So, time to get on that, shall we? Beer, 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 beer. Hello everybody, welcome back to me, mate Brewski from the Brewski Review. And today the beer that I have for you guys is by the Midtown Brewing Co. out of Wellington, Ontario. This is their Irish Dry Stout. It's just called Dry Stout. It's just called Dry... No, you're kind of right. Dry Irish Stout. Boom. Coming in at 4.2% alcohols by volume. No listed IBUs on this very gold and black can. Pretty cool can design. Very simple but elegant at the same time. IBUs according to the website is 35. I'd say that's pretty accurate or pretty standard for a stout. One thing I do have to note about this can right here, or the label per se, is that it's like slashed. It was like cut or something. It's slashed up here, it's slashed down here, and it's slashed at the bottom here. And you can kind of pull it off a little bit. So something happened there. I don't know. I don't think it was Midtown's fault. Maybe in transportation, but something to note. The wrapper, the plastic wrap, shrink wrap thing that they have going on here is, well, it's cut. And that's, it's not always a good thing, but hey, at least the can still holds its integrity. And yeah, let's dive into this bad boy. Dry Irish Stout. I'm going to use this because I don't have nails. There we go. 4.2, 35 IBUs. I'm going to say it's probably going against something like Guinness, to be completely honest, but not nitrogen charged. It's poured up into the Beer 101 glass. Just washed it from the previous confusing beer of Pachanga from El Gringo Brewing Company. A little bit of a heavy pour on that one, but that's just fine. Looking at the beer, super dark. Moving into the light, a little bit of brown coming through just right on the bottom here when the light shines off. But a fairly dark pint, or beer here. Nice medium brown head on top. Looking pretty, looking like a solid stout. Let's dive in on the nose. On the nose, bunch of roasted barley. Really do enjoy that. Notes of cigar tobacco. I was going to say manure. And a little bit, but not in a bad way. I think that's coming from that cigar tobacco. But yeah, chocolatey. Little bits of coffee, somewhat espresso-y. Yeah, more coffee than espresso. Cigar tobacco. Earthy, again, kind of manure-y, but in a good way, and not that much. It's not really like cow shit, but more of like, cigar. You ever smell a cigar and it kind of has that like farm manure-y smell, kind of? It's something like that. A pleasant smell. I'm gonna stop saying that. That's putting a... It smells fucking amazing. Is what I'm trying to say. It's just descriptive words. Let's dive in. Now as for flavor, it's not overly intense, to be completely honest, as far as stouts go. But it is dry. Yeah, that dries out your mouth just a little bit, but quite nicely. Wow, okay. Okay, I'm digging this so far. I gotta tell you flavors, because I didn't in that first pass, but hey, that's what we do here. Cheers everybody, let's keep on drinking. Okay, flavors. Big roast quality, right up front, standing proud, 100%. Moving into some, coffees, darker chocolates, a little bit of semi-sweet chocolate, a little bit of like a milk chocolate kiss kind of thing, right in the beginning, fitting the beer quite nicely. Again, earthiness to it, like black earth. That's a solid flavor. But all these flavors here, They're not overly intense and in your face. And they're not subdued either. It's just, it's a perfect. I don't know. It's not even a balance. It's just a solid amount of flavor intensity. Because stouts, they're usually you know what, 99% of the time they're huge, they're bold, they're boisterous. They got some heavy hitting flavors, which can sometimes come across either a little too sweet, a little too roasty, can choke you out a little bit if they're a bit smoky. I think it takes a bit more time for somebody's palate to get adjusted. But this right here, the Dry Irish Stout from Midtown, is actually bringing those flavors to you in a easy to approach sort of manner. They're not gonna slap your shit around, but you're gonna experience a stout and a solid Irish dry stout to its fullest potential. Even on the mouthfeel, not as heavy as some other stouts out there. A nice full-bodied, but not heavy sitting in the stomach kind of stout. Goes down smooth, velvety, with just enough carbonation to make it just a little lighter than some other stouts. But damn, this is a solid stout. Not too sweet, not too roasty, good balance. A little bit more roast than sweet chocolateness out of here. But damn. There's one thing I've noticed in the past, well, this past year especially, with a lot of these stouts now, is that I'm not a big fan of, the sweet, sweet, milky, super chocolatey stouts. I still do enjoy them, but some of them are just a little bit too heavy, a little bit too thick, a little bit too creamy, and a little too aggressively sweet for my palate. I don't know. It's just how my palate is developing and changing over time. But this, I think, is perfect for those people who want a stout, but not an overly sweet stout. This has a good amount of roast, just enough sweetness to not, blow out your palate with roasty bitterness by any means. But damn, big fan of this one right here. And that earthy hop bitterness in the end. Not aggressive, but a nice finish to a solid beer. God damn. That's really good. That's really, really good. Midtown Brewing Co. Dry Irish Stout. Like I said, 4.2% ABV, 35 IBUs according to the website. Brewed naturally using traditional methods. Midtown Brewing Co. out of Wellington, Ontario. On the back, we do have a description. Here we go. Here it is. This naturally produced handcrafted beer is unfiltered and unpasteurized. Store in the fridge, best served at 4 to 12 degrees Celsius. 4 to 12, that's a wide range. So you can have it, fridge temperature, or you can warm it up to almost half room temperature. That's pretty cool. Best consumed within 6 months of package date. See bottom of can. Thank you. We'll get to that in a hot minute. Ingredients, we have malted barley, malted oats, hops, yeast, and water. Contains barley and oats. On the bottom, packaged on M1620. What the hell is that? Probably December, realistically. It's 13, but I remember a commenter a while ago on one of my videos said that breweries don't use, I think that's the letter K, if I'm not mistaken, when they're doing date codes with letters. I don't remember what the exact reason is, but that's what I've heard. But M would be 13, so if they're dropping K, it would be 12. So yeah, December 16th, 2020. Be kind, it says. I like that. I like that quite a bit. Great stuff. Anything else? Thought I saw something else. No, that's not. Never mind. But yeah, cool. Cool. Like that. A little, not old. Almost 2 months old, but still. Best before 6 months. Or consume within 6 months, so it's well in that range. Damn, that's a fucking delicious beer. Website, midtownbrewingcompany.com. You go over here and you just go to the beer section. You just scroll down a little bit. You see a picture of taps. They're partial of their brew system. Bunch of keg lines. And it looks to be the two core brewers. Don't know their names, but they look like some happy folk. Scrolling down again, you do have the... Oh, my... Core... Did I say core brewers? You have two gentlemen here. The core brewers is for the name of the beer. Ah, Jesus. Continuing on. We got their core beers. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 core beers. Today I'm drinking the Dry Irish, but they also have an ESB, an MBC Kolsch Ale, a 1927 Session IPA. But Dry Stout, here we go. This classic session beer has a medium body and smooth mouthfeel with a traditional roasted malt nose. On the palate, hints of coffee and chocolate are at the forefront with a fruity, slightly tart finish, complementing the smooth, clean, dry finish. This beer is proved to be one of our most popular session beers. I did not get fruity and slight tart on the finish. Even knowing that information does not come across as fruity or slight tart. I'm getting more of a earthy finish, which suits this beer quite well. Again, 4.2%, 35 IBUs. Probably said that 1,000 times. You already know. You're going to see the little doobly-doo, or you saw it when I poured the beer. Continuing on. Looks like they also have French, German, and Belgian beers, which they do, which is kind of badass. And then they also have seasonal and limited availability. You can check that out down in the description box below, as always. Pretty cool stuff. What else on the website? You know what? Pretty good looking website. I do wish they had pictures of the beers, because all it is text for every single beer that they have. Even if they just did pictures for like their core brands, that would be a little bit of a better bonus, just because then you can see it. But a nice information, a slightly different description compared to the can. Can appreciate that. Moving over to Untapped Dry Stout from Midtown Brewing Company. Has been given a 3.63 bottle caps out of 5, and that's out of 404 ratings. Hey, the highway name. Probably nowhere near Wellington, but, you know, GTA things. Price for the beer. You know what? Couldn't find it on the LCBO website, funny enough. Even though I got this at the LCBO. The other bummer is that my receipt for that is in the Jeep right now, and I'm not going out in the cold to grab a receipt to tell you price. Sorry. They do have another one that was on the website, which was, I think, their Kolsch, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, their Midtown Brewing County Kolsch. That's coming in at $3.50 per 473 ml can. Dry Stout should probably be around that same price. They also do have a tab on their website to the shop, but it says the shop will be open again soon. Crazy times. Plus, when we're ready, we'll be back. Looks like they do have swag, Humble Coffee Co. coffee, which is kind of cool, more swag, and of course the beers, which actually shows pictures of the beer. County Kolsch is in blue, Pilsner in white, India Pale Ale in red, ESB in red and white, and then Dry Stout in black and gold. Pretty cool stuff. Hopefully that comes back soon so you can order stuff online per se, or at least check out pricing. But overall, pretty fantastic brew, pretty cool looking website, and goddamn, this is a stout that is really, you know, dancing well with my taste buds. Again, kind of bummed out I don't like the sweeter stouts in it, or as much. I don't like the sweet stouts as much as I used to. Sometimes your palate changes for the worst, and it really sucks because you just think, oh, can I ever get that back? I don't know, maybe. I'm only 26, so I think it's every 7 years your palate changes. We'll find out in 7 years, I guess. With that said, guys, cheers on the final sip. Let's get ready to raise and we'll wrap this thing up. Midtown Brewing Co. Dry Irish Stout. I'm so happy I found this beer because, oh my god, it is delicious. And I want more, and that's why I always save some for after the review, so I can enjoy on my time and my time only. But right now, the time's for you guys. And you know what? for you guys, it's time to go grab this beer because, goddamn, if you want a stout that is not overly heavy or overly sweet or just overly in your face, but still holds true to what a stout is, which is bold, boisterous flavor profiles of coffees and chocolates and earthiness and a roastiness, look no further. A solid beer, a fantastic brew. Dry Irish Stout from Midtown Brewing Company gets a solid, oh baby, gets a solid 9.2 out of 10 for me because goddamn, it's fantastic. As for presentation, again, the can design, little, you know what, not bland, but you know, a little bit more basic, but I do like it. The gold, the black, it shines, it catches your eye without being overly busy. Kind of bummed that the logo is a little ripped in places, but I'm going to chalk that up to, you know, travel versus, you know, right off the line, because we're all brewers here. We take pride in our craft and what we make, so this wouldn't get sent out if it was their fault. So, you know, transportation, distribution, whatever, little mishaps, I'm not going to fault them on that, but good looking can design. Description, ABV, ingredients, clearly labeled canned on date on the bottom. No IBUs on the can, but hey, that's just fine because they throw that onto the website, and the beer portion of the website may not have pictures, may not have food pairings, may not have, you know, detailed list of malts, hops, and yeast, but I do like the separate description of the can, of the beer, separate description of the can, separate description of the beer from the can. Does that make sense? It's been a long week, guys. Bear with me. But overall, presentation gets a solid 8.5 out of 10 for me. Before I leave you guys, if you have any comments, questions, or beers you want to review in the future, you can leave all that information down in the comment box below. If you want to go ahead and like this video or subscribe to me, Mate Brewski, I would greatly appreciate it as well. And with all that said, that's going to do it for me, Mate Brewski. Like I always say, crack beer and enjoy. Cheers. By far, probably my most favorite stout of the 2020-2021 season, because oh my god, it's delicious. Cheers.